A warm welcome to Madam Mushrifa. Today, I would like to talk about our database project, which is tracking student system. Our group consists of four members, which is Dharalakshmi, daughter of Sababadi, Rubini, daughter of Kumaran, Yogadarshini, daughter of Murugan, and myself, Divya, daughter of Kalaisilvan.
Hello everyone, my name is Dhanlakshmi, daughter of Sabhabati, and my metric number is 293488. Today I am delighted to introduce a transformative initiative which is the Tracking Former UUM Student System, which is designed to address critical challenges faced by UUM Alumni Center in managing students' profile. The first is systems vision, which is a comprehensive solution to UUM Alumni Center issues in maintaining and updating students' profile. Next, the key issue addressed challenges in handling international and local student information, inadequate infrastructure leading to compromised data integrity, difficulties in updating alumni profiles, especially with the growing volume of data. Next, current infrastructure challenges fails to cope with the increasing volume of alumni data, results in compromised data integrity, lacks of the technology infrastructure for efficient tracking and communication. System objectives efficiently track and update students' profile, address challenges related to international and local student data, and lastly, improve data integrity and overcome difficulties in updating alumni profile. The overall goal of this system is to establish a comprehensive system to overcome infrastructure challenges and streamline alumni profile management.
My name is Divya, daughter of Kalaisilvan, and my metric number is 292291. Today, I would like to talk about list of entities and attributes based on our case study for our tracking student system. We have four entities and two subclasses, which is alumni, employment, school, event, and the subclasses are undergraduate and postgraduate. In alumni entity, we have few attributes, which is alumni ID, name, phone number, email, nationality, date of birth, gender, address, marital status, citizen, religion, vital status, and convocation year. And we make alumni ID as a primary key. The second entity is employment. In employment, we have employment ID, employment name, job status, job title, employee position, department name, start work date, salary, company name, company address, and fax number. And we make employment ID as a primary key. And then the third one is school. School ID, school name, school course, and as usual, school ID as a primary key. The fourth entity is event. Under event, we have few attributes, which is event ID, event name, location, date, and time. And we make event ID as a primary key. Besides entity, we have two subclasses under alumni entity, which is undergraduate and postgraduate. In undergraduate, we have attributes such as CGPA and admission year, and for postgraduate is disease title and admission year.
Relational model for alumni management system. First entity is school and its attributes are school ID, school name and school course. The primary key for this entity is school ID. Next entity is alumni event and its attributes are alumni ID and event ID. Primary key is alumni ID and event ID. Foreign key for alumni ID references alumni table and foreign key for event ID references event table. Third, employment entity. The attributes for employments are employment ID, employee name, job status, job title, employment position, department name, start work date, salary, company name, company address, fax number, and alumni ID. Primary key will be the employment ID, and foreign key of alumni ID references alumni table. Next is undergraduate postgraduate entity and its attributes are alumni ID, name, phone number, email, nationality, date of birth, gender, address, martial status, citizen, religion, vital status, convocation year, CGPA and admission year and lastly thesis title. Primary key will be alumni ID. Foreign key is alumni ID, which is references alumni table. Lastly, event entity, and its attributes are event ID, event name, location, date, and time. The primary key is event ID.
My name is Yogeshni Murugan. My metric number is 2916661. I'm going to explain the normalization based on our project. The purpose of normalization is to create tables for all the entities, which is the system holds data, and to reduce the data redundancy. Split the process of normalization into four forms. One of the form is a normalization form known as a UNF. In this form, I listed all the attributes and name as a tracking student system. Second is first normal form. In this form, I choose two attribute as a primary key, which is alumni ID and employment ID. Then I wrote down one primary keys attribute in this form into a separate relation and name as a alumni. In second normal form, I follow up the 1 and F steps here. I separate the second primary key, which is employment ID, into a separate relation named as a employee. In third normal form, I listed all the relation which is tracking student system, alumni and employee. Here I create the new relation which is school and event. For school, school ID become a primary key, and for event ID become a primary key. And it's also will be a foreign key for alumni. Once done the normalization, we will do the mapping based on the third normal form. Next, I would like to explain the mapping. Here can see we have five tables which is tracking student system, alumni, employee, school and event. For example, tracking student systems tables attribute which is alumni ID and employment ID become primary key for this table, and at the same time it's also become a foreign key for alumni table and employee table. School ID and event ID become a foreign key for alumni table. Let's say we delete the column in school table, it will affected in alumni table as well because it is connected by foreign key. That's all from me. Thank you.
My name is Rubni Kumaran. Now I will explain about our data table. So here is our data table. So our database name is tracking former student. Okay, here you can see our five table which is alumni, employment, event, school and tracking student system. So first I will show the tracking student system. So here is the attributes which is alumni ID and employment ID. We we input 15 data which is you can see 1 until 15 is the alumni ID and then 101 until 115 is the employment ID. So alumni ID, employment ID will be a primary key and also the foreign key. Next is alumni table. So here you can see data alumni table, which is it will start from alumni ID until name, phone number, email, nationality, date of birth, gender, address, marital status, citizen, religion, vital status, convocation year, thesis title, administration year, CGP, and then the school ID, event ID will be the foreign key for this table. So we already input the data which is same as 15 data. Okay. Next is employment table. So this is our employment table. You can see the data we input. For this table, we never have any foreign key, just have a primary key which is the employment ID. So this all is our employment data. After that, this is our event table. So here you can see attributes which is event ID, event name, location, date and time. So these are the event data. The last one is our school table. So here you can see the school ID, school name, and school course. So in each table we input 15 data. Okay. Now I will show how to insert the data. So here this is how we input the data, and also the another way is by SQL. We can type here the command. By that we can add a new data. So we put a primary key for each table, which is in school. We have a school ID as a primary key. Even we put even ID as a primary key. For employment, we put employee ID as a primary key, and then for alumni, we put the alumni ID as a primary key. So that's all from me. This is our data table. Thank you.